of Cebu City. And I was hoping to get back with that girl. Didn't happen. They got married about 2 weeks ago. So my plan then is I can't stay here. I mean, I gotta leave. And I was gonna travel anyway because when I came here, I thought she was already married. You know, I thought we had lost contact after COVID, and I thought she was already married and gone, but she wasn't. So I got back together with her, and that kind of put my travel plans and my channel on hold for a while. But now that that's over, I'm gonna start. I got the name already. I got the YouTube thing already set up. I just need to, like you said, throw some content on there. So I have my laptop. My plan is find a place where I can just sit down and relax and get on the computer and start editing and pumping those videos out. Because I probably could put 40 or 50 videos on that thing already. You know?
Yeah, you should.
Because I've been doing stuff all over the place.
Yeah, you should be doing that.
Yeah. But I wanted to get it started and get some content on there before I have you. Can't have you promote it with just one video on there. No one's going to watch it. You got to have some things on there.
You can.
And then
you can put it up there though, and I remember when I was in Fort Myers, I did some sculpts of heads, right? Comic sculpts, just of heads.
How did you make that? Did you make it out of wood?
I sculpt them in clay.
In clay. Uh-huh.
And then I do a silicone mold, and I cast them in plaster of Paris.
Yeah.
And I had these, and I thought, what could I call them? And I thought of the name Walnuts. Walnuts. And boy, I put that up. Somebody wrote to me and said, "Sir, a young girl," she said, I've been doing this for I don't know, a year or 2 years, and that name is mine. Could you not use it?" So that was it.
Yeah.
But I could have said so.
Yeah.
Couldn't I?
Yeah. Of course, unless there's some kind of legal contract with it, you know, like a copyright.
And when we'd already done a foreigner in the Philippines, someone else, a neighbor, did another thing, a foreigner doing this.
A neighbor did that.
And I actually called him and said, "Look, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Please change it." He agreed to change it. But then, before anything happened, a guy that was a mentor to us and a heavy supporter, Beth called him Little Bit Rich.
Oh.
Little Bit Rich. He said,
"Oh yeah, I remember
Little
that.
Bit Rich.
I remember that guy. Yeah, he's one of your main supporters."
Yeah. Little Bit Rich. He was like a guardian angel to us.
Yeah.
He was the one that he'd spoken to Beth. I don't know whether he actually spoke to her, or texted or whatever message. But anyway, he actually made a big donation. And Beth said to him, "Wow, you must be really rich." And he said, "No, I'm a little bit rich."
Little Bit Rich. So it's
And that was his name.
Yeah.
And we called him Little Bit Rich after. Our haters thought there was no such person as Little Bit Rich. They kept saying Terence is Little Bit Rich, which it was a real guy.
Yeah.
And boy, he came to visit us twice, 2 or 3 times, supported us.
I remember I sent you guys a big box full of trinkets and things for toys for boys, I think, and some lots of costume jewelry for the girls and stuff like that. And you guys actually did an unboxing. I saw the video of that.
But our difficult time then in the guest house where you stayed, we had stockpiled 30 boxes we had at one point. Might have been 30 plus.
I remember that. I think you even did a video. And look at all
They-
these boxes. We can't get to them.
No,
We don't have time to
no,
open
they said
them.
we're not allowed to give them out.
Oh, yeah, that's right, from the charity.
The SWD said, I shouldn't be saying that. We were not allowed to give them out. In the end, just gave them out. That was a crazy time.
That was a crazy time, and I remember you were getting people saying, "Oh, you can't do that," and then you're helping people out.
Yes,
Oh, I can't help somebody out. I mean, where's the
we
logic?
had the expat.
Where's the logic in that?
I think it was either 15 or 16 expat channels, all bashing us,
Coming after you.
all bashing us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We were, I used to say we were the flavor of the month.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Crazy.
you just got to be careful. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I want to do, like I said, the travel videos, and I'm going to try to promote places. Like I'll go find the nice places to behold,
Yeah.
and then look at this, and the drone go up, and all this stuff. But I'm sure that I'm still going to get hate on it, no matter what I do.
No matter what.
You know, so.
The number of people that have written to me saying, especially when we were very, very heavily into and employed in doing stuff, I said, we're coming out in such and such a date, and we want to do what you're doing. And I tried not to discourage. I said, okay, you know. But then a little while later, after they'd watched us and seen some of the comments and what we were going through, said
They changed
we decided.
not to do that.
And there was that young, the American guy, and his wife. We went to his wedding, and he had a beautiful wife called Jazz or Chat. Lester, I think his name was. And they couldn't stand it. They had a little baby. I mean, and they were a lovely couple. Couldn't take it, and they disappeared. They were just gone.
They couldn't stand
The pressure, the haters, and
the online, or the people that
Online.
lived around them.
the online.
Okay.
So they disappeared.
Yeah.
They disappeared from the internet.
Oh.
Still don't know where they are. The only way to have a secret is to keep it secret.
Keep it a secret. Yeah.
And they never told anybody. They just disappeared.
Oh. That's what I was telling you earlier, that I've seen some channels completely stop because they even announced, they said, you know what, I'm stopping my channel because I'm getting too much hate comments on this thing, and it's just driving me crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it gets under their skin.
Yes.
You know, but
Yeah.
you guys just keep going.
Well, we were being threatened with being deported
Mm.
and prison time.
Yeah, by outsiders, right?
That's what
We're
we.
gonna get you because you're giving free stuff to people. That's insanity.
You're helping people without a license.
Yeah.
I actually said to one, let's call him a government employee, I said, are you telling me that, supposing I went back to America for a visit, and while I was there, I won the lotto, $200 million? It's being done, isn't it? $200 million.
Sure.
I mean, here, 200 million pesos. I said so, and if I came home And I decided that I was going to give her a house. Just saying I couldn't do that? No, you couldn't. This is wrong,
It's
of course.
It's ridiculous.
It's wrong.
It's ridiculous. I remember when you first started your nonprofit. That's the time when I came to visit you. If you remember, I brought that plastic sign that said Terrence and Beth Giving Hope.
Right.
So you guys can hang that in your
Yeah.
office. Remember that? Carried that in my backpack all the way from California.
Right.
Yeah.
That
so-
it was a great irony that I just answered a comment of someone who said, he said, on and off, me and my wife have been watching Terence and Beth for, I think it was 7 years. 7 years. Said, what did they do wrong? And I said, tell you what we did wrong. We helped people without a license. That was the crime.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just don't understand this. They want to just be, even if he thinks he knows that it's not right, that you have to have permission for that, don't you just keep his mouth shut and not say anything about it? Just, you know what? He's doing good. Why do you have to have somebody coming out and going chastising you for doing something good, building the houses for the
You know-
poor people, the houses falling down for
Yeah.
the old lady, the crippled boy that couldn't get his wheelchair up into the house, and you guys built him a house with the ramp and all that. I remember all that. Yeah. How many houses?